I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee, and he finds himself in another big spot here tonight. Well, a lot of fan anticipation for this one, and rightfully so. A really interesting matchup, and a lot of people focused on this kickboxer trying to make a real concerted run at UFC Gold.
Yeah, he's trying to make a run at a championship. We have seen him compete at the highest level in kickboxing and done very, very well. But how does he implement that fight style in the mixed martial arts? We're going to find out very soon if he can do everything he did there inside the UFC's octagon.
Certainly in our fighter meeting, he talked a lot about his wrestling and grappling improvements, but he knows what the fans want to see, and that is to see him striking against this opponent here tonight. I'm not sure I have ever heard a louder crowd in any arena in the world than this here Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Athletes are ready to go. Let us now see how this matchup plays out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung Gun.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready.
All right, here he is, the founding father of modern MMA, Bruce Lee, ready to go for round one. The speed and the angles just absurd, and a hard guy to simulate in training. You think you got a beat on him, and then you end up twitching on the canvas. So we'll see how the opponent chooses to defend Bruce Lee here in the early go. Right on the button.
Ooh, another shot to the head.
Oh, nice job getting the fight to the mat. And Jung's in half guard. Oh, he's going for a choke here. This could be tough. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
He sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
There it is again.
Just out of range with the big right hand.
Nice kick, yep. And now some separation.
The Korean Zombie going for the takedown, but unable to land. Leg kick is there. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this guy.
I mean, it's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target. Nice double leg chain. Yes, smart adjustment, yep. This is where he wants to be.
Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. Side control now.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here.
That Darce is tight. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense. Big ground and pound.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with the submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because...
Setting up for another submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Jung. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Oh, and another punch on the ground and Jung's really pressing now. He's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Oh, right into mount.
Well, not a guy you want on top of you. Ground and pound strikes piling up here. Good work by Jung.
That was a slick transition.
90 seconds to go in round one.
In the half guard.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground. Oh, that body shot hurt him.
Oh, how about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble check.
He's hurting bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Straight right, he misses. Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight, huh?
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns. He's got to be careful here. Beautiful transition.
All right, here, final seconds of round one. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Lee. Second round, straight ahead.
All right, listen, bud. You did okay that round, but I need you to avoid the ground. Let's keep this fight standing. You have a really good chance of knocking him out on his feet.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. All right, next round is underway. Defense doesn't win championships, but I know you liked what you saw out of him fighting off of his back there in the previous round.
Well, you can't be on your back just getting brutalized. And he did a fantastic job of limiting the damage from the bottom. Was able to control his opponent's posture. Was able to throw up a couple submissions to keep the opponent on high alert. He just did a good job of being very aware of everything that was coming at him when he was in the bottom position.
So how about this? We thought different round, maybe things would change. This kickboxer is chasing takedowns all night.
I mean, when you're having the success in the hands that he's having, you didn't imagine he would switch the game up. But I think at this point, setting up a submission.
Oh, I'm no expert, but that Von Flue choke looks locked in.
The Von Flue choke looks like it's in. He's done a great job of keeping the shoulder pressure into the neck of his opponent.
Nice positional control here. Postures up. Oh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be with...
Well, the Korean Zombie's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it.
That submission looks tight. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed.
That was nice.
Under 3 minutes to go here in round 2. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes, as the opponent's hands go up, he drives himself into the guy to try and secure a takedown. Truly, truly high-level striking mixed with unbelievable wrestling.
And Jung's going for the sub here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game, Tim.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Under a minute to go in the round. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Mac, and Jung's going for a choke.
Oh, my goodness. That Darce choke is very tight. Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Oh, big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Great work. You won that last round. This round, you want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I want to see you work that distance.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
What a kick. That one landed.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Nice display of technique by him there on the side kick. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Very traditional technique that a lot of guys are using now in the UFC.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Oh!
Oh, he's on wobbly legs now.
Oh, there we go. He passes to half. Oh, nice headlock.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
He's out. What submission defense on display.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
He's in the mount. He's doing a really good job of putting himself in position.
Nicely done. Lee's in half guard. Lands with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
All right, so he's setting up for a submission here.
What a tight arm bar.
Oh, bails on the submission now.
Gotta be careful here.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Oh! Oh, you got to start to look to finish him now. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Jung gets touched by that kick there. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now.
Another big takedown. Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
Armbar set up here.
Nice setup on that armbar.
Ooh, looks like it might be locked in.
Once he gets you going, he's got so many ways to finish armbars. This fight is over.
Whoa! Submission defense, he gets out!
I mean, calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an armbar. Oh.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Lee.
I need you to move, scramble.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, the striking clinic continues, and he's wise to attack that already damaged area upstairs.
He's attacking that damaged area for the opponent. He's got to get that head moving on an axis. He cannot be...
And Jung's attempting a triangle here. Let's see if he can finish the deal. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Nice transition. Darce, yep, he's trying to hit a Darce here.
That Darce choke is tight. Oh, submission defense holds up again. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Nice punch to the head.
Just misses with the jab there. Jung gets the double leg takedown. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. How in the world did he escape that submission?
And he will let his opponent stand up here. All right, what do you think? Another takedown attempt here. It seems like every time he's gone to the well, it's been there tonight.
When you're that successful with any one thing, why would you? Oh, my goodness!
That'll do it! How about the Korean Zombie?
Jeez Louise!
We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 27 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Zombie, Jung.
So the Korean Zombie does it again. This man has had a flair for the dramatic seemingly every step of the way in his UFC career, and he continues to top his previous performances. You gotta think this particular win could set him up for another shot at that UFC featherweight title.